Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're doing a service call on our mobile app to fix this monkey business. So check it out. This here, fire hazard. Whoa. So we're gonna walk you through the process on how to get your dryer hard piped all the way out through the exit of the home. So for us here, we already got one part of the pipe here, and this part here is hard pipe from the elbow back. So we're gonna take this all apart and put it back together. We're gonna show you the tools to use and how to do it, and we're gonna walk you through the process on how to do this by the building code so that you can pass any inspections if you need some, or just to ensure that your house isn't going to burn down. So here we have just a length of pipe, an elbow, and we have some tape. We're also going to be using these here crimpers. This is actually the tool that gives you this corrugated look here so that your pieces can accept the next piece. And we're also going to use this straight edge cutter here. So now naturally your instinct would want you to put screws in this stuff, but that is not allowed. That is a fire hazard. The lint will go through and catch on the screw heads and ultimately clog and start a fire. The other thing that I want to note is that these accordion style pipes, these are also not allowed. The other thing that happens with these is that they also catch lint in the ribs and ultimately can be a fire hazard. As you can kind of see up in here, this is all caked full of lint. So we're gonna get this cut up and we're gonna get this put back together. So this here on your ductwork, before you put this rib together, you want to make sure that you measure out and make your cut first. For us, I'm not going to use a tape measure, but we're using a 4-inch round duct pipe. And before you put this together with these ribs here, you want to make sure that you measure this and cut this first, because getting this unhooked after is not fun. So we're just going to take a general measurement just by eye, and then we're going to cut this up. I'm going to show you how to put this together. So now when you measure for this, you want to make sure that you overlap at least 2 inches on each pipe. And that's going to allow you to have a good seal. And so I have a measurement here, and we're just going to cut this, put it together. When it comes time to put this together, you want to make sure that you have your pieces going in the proper directions. If you were trying to flip this around the other way, it's probably not going to work out for you. So this has a male and a female connection, and it's just a matter of sliding one side into the other based on the design, and I'm actually going to go from the other side. And then another thing that happens sometimes is that these connection points get out of whack, so you have to go back and kind of finesse them into place. Now as you get the ribs started, you just want to start a little bit, and then you go down the line, and you just push the 2 ends of the pipe together until it locks. like that. And as you can see, my cut wasn't very straight. So we're gonna go ahead and clean that up while we have this off. Voila. And another thing to point out is that if you can see that both of these sides are ribbed here, that means that that's not going to work. We have another elbow. We're going to take this elbow off because this elbow should be spun around. And as your system is flowing towards the outside, you want to make sure that every piece is connected in the right fashion, in the right direction. If this pipe was going into this pipe, that would be an improper way to vent this, being that every next piece must overlap the piece before it. Now when you're making your 90s, these elbows, they come ribbed, and you can just adjust these and spin these around as needed. So you just make your 90 and then you make your connection. So now, after you've connected all your ductwork, you want to make sure that you run some tape on all the seams. Now the tape that we're using is not actual duct tape. This is actual tape for ducts. This is a metal tape. This is actually heat tape. This tape will perform well even under high heat. And so we're just going to run some tape on all of our new seams, and then that's a wrap. We're going to attach a file of the completed job. If you want to check out the before and after, go ahead and visit our Instagram. We're going to add our receipt material. This is the material that we bought on the behalf of the customer, and we're going to charge them back for the total amount. And that was $14.90. We're also going to attach a copy of the receipt for the customer so that everything's nice and transparent and they know what the cost of the materials is. And so there we have it, $143. So $143 later, that's how you fix a dryer vent per code with no fire hazards. All right, y'all, see you on the next one.